Okay, I'm gonna head to Viva Power Sports. I called them a couple of times. They're not answering their phone. The service department. My motorcycle is due for servicing. That's what that little orange wrench icon on my dashboard means. They probably won't be able to take it today, but at least I'll make an appointment. And this gives me an opportunity to ride the bike. Taking my DJI Action 5 Pro camera with me on my helmet. I'm leaving the 360 Osmo at home. I'm waiting for a metal case to come in for the Osmo 360. It has a lanyard hole, and then that way I can attach it to the bike just in case it comes off its mount. It won't go out into the street. Viva Power Sports, I looked at the schedule. It says they open at 9 o'clock, but I think their service department opens at 7:30. It's already 8:03. They wouldn't answer their phone at the service department, so I'm just gonna drive down there, see if they're open. So for my DJI Action camera, which is on my helmet, I'm using internal batteries, the DJI batteries, as opposed to external batteries with a cable like I used to use with the GoPros. And instead of having a wired microphone, I'm using the DJI Mic Mini, which connects to the Action Pro wirelessly. This is my second ride, I believe, using this microphone, and it seems to work really well. Let's see what the highway is like this morning. Usually around 7:30 on the side of town that I'm going to, it is bumper to bumper. It's 8:06 right now. It'll be interesting to see how busy the freeway is once I get to the other side of town, because right here it looks not too bad. And let's set the cruise control so we don't get a speeding ticket. Speed limit here is 60 miles an hour. Not that everybody does 60 miles an hour, because usually they don't. There are motorcycle officers on this section of highway that are constantly pulling people over for speeding. You think the public would learn. Here we go. and the guy honks at me like that's gonna make a difference. Okay, let's see if you can get to Viva Power Sports without killing yourself. And it looks like traffic up ahead is starting to back up. This side of town, this time of the day, usually ends up bumper to bumper. Yeah, here we go. It's either people are trying to merge onto the highway or accident. So I see a motorcycle rider up ahead in that lane over there behind that semi-truck, and he's riding right down the center of the highway, right behind that semi-truck. How's that truck supposed to see him? You should never ride in the middle of the road. That's where cars drop all their oil. You should be to the left or the right. Yeah, people are merging onto the highway. That's what's going on here. How do you get to the service department?
The service department is going to be on the left side, but they're closed off right now. They're still not open.
Yeah,
Where that great truck is at, they have a gate. You can ride down there.
Yeah, I know, because I've come before, but...
That's what it used to be, but I think we were having too many issues with people just going down there, like willy-nilly. Anyone, like some people would pull in with like their 18-footer trailers and block the whole thing, so now they prefer that the...
So what time does it open today?
They open at 9 right now. It takes them a little while to get that truck, but what you can do in the meantime is still walk down into the service department.
Okay.
They know you're here, and then they'll be like, oh, we'll open up the gates, and they'll let you right in.
Thank you. So they keep the front entrance to service blocked. I guess they were getting too many people, just like the guy said, riding down there nilly-willy. Before the gate used to be open, I would just drive down there. Can't do that anymore. Good thing to know. Wanted to find out about servicing my Triumph Tiger.
Okay.
It's going to be its second service.
Okay. You want to make an appointment or bring it today?
I wrote it down here in case you could take it today. If not, then I guess I could make an appointment. Well, I guess I can bring the bike down. That's what he said. Oh, no, I'm going to hang on to it. I'm going to hang on. Yeah, I'll just hang on to it. Okay. A tiger. That's the bigger one. Mine's the 900. This is the 1200. That's the 1200. I just didn't want to go big anymore. Okay. Come on, door open. Okay, Ducati. He's dropped that bike. Well, somebody's supposed to move that truck so I can get down there. Thank you. That gate used to just be open and I would just drive down here. I guess people were coming down here and doing stupid stuff they shouldn't be doing, so. Drop my gloves again, always dropping my gloves. Okay, bike's been serviced. And I was gonna go home, but I just remembered I gotta go to UPS. Hey Mauricio, that's too bad that African Twin is automatic. I'd have to buy an older bike. Yeah, I like shifting gears. And the guy I talked to up there, he goes, "Yeah, that's the problem. We're having a problem selling it because nobody wants the automatic."
Oh yeah, and then riding a motorcycle, you want to feel the gears.
Yeah. Anyway, take care.
Hey, you too, sir. Have a good one.
You too. A lot of motorcycles back here. Wow. Look at that Indian. That's a cool looking Indian motorcycle right there. Check it out. It's a 1250. Huh. Okay, time to head over to, well, look how they blocked everything in so you can only get in and out with a motorcycle. I guess people were coming back here and stealing stuff. How you doing, fingers?
Not bad. Hanging in there.
Huh?
Hanging in there. With
Can't,
one finger.
can't. That was basketball, right?
No.
No. I don't know why I keep thinking it was basketball.
We'll say it was basketball.
Okay, we'll say it's basketball.
Say it's basketball. Sound.
Yeah. Got it?
I'm expecting.
Smile, you're on County Camera.
Oh my gosh, hello.
But I won't post it on YouTube if you say no.
Yeah, I know. I have a bad finger.
No, that's fine. That's
I
fine.
have a bad finger, you know this.
You take care.
Bye, you too.
Well, I might post it. I'll just blank your face out.
All right, that sounds good to me.
Okay.
Zoom in on the finger.
Take care. Don't drop your gloves. Other way, Frank. Other way. This way. That's neat that this connects with magnets, but I don't trust it 100%, so I have this tether on there. So this fob right here is a new one. I have a GPS tracker on this bike, and it kept getting set off. So they sent me a new fob, and I'm not getting phone calls anymore that my motorcycle is being stolen. So the fob is working. Okay, time to go home, get something to eat. Let's see if this camera battery stays on my ride home. Okay, time to go home. I'm hungry. Let's see if the battery in this camera stays on all the way to my house. And let's see if this microphone continues to work all the way to my house. This motorcycle is so much easier to maneuver and handle, my Tiger 900 GT Pro, than was my Harley Davidson Fat Bob FX FBS. Sold the Fat Bob 2 weeks ago, roughly, to a captain in the Army. That would be a lieutenant junior grade in the Navy. I wonder sometimes how much longer I'm going to be able to ride motorcycles. I started riding motorcycles at the age of 15. I'm now 74. The window is getting smaller and smaller. It's closing. That'll be a sad day, I guess, for me when I have to hang up riding bikes. But that's life. We're all headed in the same direction. I'll just take up a new hobby. I need to take this bike on a couple of more long trips before I retire from bike riding. I'd like to do Route 66 all the way across America. I'd like to go to Sturgis, but if I go to Sturgis, it won't be during their rally. I'm just not into those huge crowds, and I'm not into all those women at Sturgis running around in clad clothing. like, why do that? I would go to Sturgis to see the beauty of the area, the scenery. I wouldn't mind going to Canada, but I'd have to figure out how I'm gonna get, Canada, not Canada, what am I thinking? Am I crazy or what? Alaska, not Canada. Canada is one of the last places I'd want to go visit. But I'd like to go to Alaska, and the problem with taking my bike through Canada to Alaska is that Canada doesn't allow firearms, and everywhere I go I have a sidearm, always. So there's got to be a way, maybe before I, when I get to the Canadian border, maybe there's a way to take a boat around Canada and into Alaska. And then I guess I've heard that the motorcycle riding in Alaska is it's a very short window of the opportunity to ride motorcycles in Alaska. It's a very short window. What is going on here? Why is that cable sticking out like that? I don't remember it sticking out like that. Look at that, on her phone while driving. Look at that. Just GVJ6423. I had to slow down to let her get in the lane. So I have a garage door opener right here, and I put it inside an inner tube and then taped it up to keep it weatherproof. It's the one I used to use on my Toyota Tacoma that I used to own back in the day before I took that Tacoma to California and gave it to my daughter, and then bought this Jeep. Home sweet home.